Hey guys, Neil Maddox here. For this week's brand analysis, I wanted to dive into a local restaurant known as Honest Abe's Burgers and Freedom. And for those who don't know, Honest Abe's is a fast casual restaurant here in Lincoln that specializes in making gourmet hamburgers centered around Abraham Lincoln and freedom. And if you haven't been there yet, eat there and it'll change your life. The burgers are absolutely amazing. So when you pull up to Honest Abe's, it's kind of an unassuming place just in a random strip mall around 70th and Vine Street here in Lincoln. But what really makes Honest Abe's great is their great burgers. They make a lot of different kind of gourmet burgers, and their branding is centered around Abe Lincoln, and not just any Abe Lincoln, but hipster Abe Lincoln. And so we can see a lot of different pictures. These are all taken from Honest Abe's Facebook page here. But for example, Honest Abe in a Christmas hat, or Honest Abe on a t-shirt with the hipster glasses on. And lots of times they'll take pictures of their burgers and then have like this little Abe Lincoln guy in the background just looking dapper and sharp and everything. So it's kind of an eclectic mix of Abe Lincoln mixed with hipster culture, and so it really makes for a unique experience. And when you first walk in, you're welcomed by this sign that says, "This way to burgers and to freedom, where the food is better than Grandma used to make, more honest than Sir Abe himself, and as handsome as your dapper Grandpa Charles." So it's just a really unique brand that stands out well. And then when you go to order, this is what their menu looks like. And it's written exclusively in chalk, which kind of adds to the, I guess, like homegrown, honest flavor that they're trying to promote, as well as just kind of the hipster vibe, I guess. And so they have a classic menu that has about 6 different options they have regularly, and then a rotating menu that they switch up every week or so. And a lot of the burgers have a lot of unique ingredients on them. And here's an example here. This one is called the Blackberry Winter, and so it has a 6-ounce patty, blackberry ketchup, salt and vinegar chips, bacon, watercress, and arugula pesto. And here's another slide that just shows a lot of their menu items. This was one of their rotating menu items, and so you can kind of get a sense of just really kind of the gourmet style of burgers. And I've tried several of them that sound really weird, but they all taste delicious, so I'd recommend getting them. And they also celebrate Abraham Lincoln's birthday every year by giving away free freedom fries to everybody who comes in the restaurant. No purchase required. So in terms of a SWOT analysis, some of the strengths for Honest Abe's: a lot of advertising is just done over word of mouth and through social media. They have great reviews on all the travel sites and overall awesome food. I think they're pretty much, since they've been open, they've always been named Lincoln's top burger. Some of the weaknesses is they have a really small space and it's often crowded. And so it might be kind of hard to find a table, and even if you do find a table, people will be standing in line, hovering around you, trying to get a place. And there's not really much info on their website either. There's more on their Facebook page, but as a pure online presence, there's not a whole lot. And also location, it's not really a downtown location, or I guess a place I would consider super popular. But they are actually moving to a slightly larger space, but in the same location. And so opportunities I could see for Honest Abe's would be to add a few more locations and maybe get it featured on a TV show like Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, or maybe some other show that would focus on kind of those dive type restaurants that are really unique and have great food. And some of the threats, maybe it's the brand novelty of hipster Abe Lincoln becomes stale over time. People might get used to it, or it might just fall out of style. And then also from competing restaurants such as like Five Guys or restaurants that aren't here in Lincoln yet, like In-N-Out Burger and Whataburger. And they could also be at risk of losing quality if they expanded too much. Just more locations to keep up, and it's just hard to replicate something so good. So thanks for listening, everybody, and go burgers and go freedom.